Thank you, CJ. Okay, so really proud of the effort tonight. I thought the guys from start to finish really played with great juice, great physicality. Give Omaha a lot of credit for coming in here and really pressured us. That bothered us for a stretch. I thought Blaze was terrific tonight, after a tough opening game, but he came out and really set the tone for us from a physicality standpoint, getting 12 rebounds, almost getting a double-double. Manuel hitting those first couple threes for us early in the game. You know what he's giving you on the other end all the time, but he gave us a great boost offensively and was in attack mode all night. And then CJ, just hit timely shot after timely shot for us. And, it was an important win. And, guys stepped up. Guys that didn't play a lot last game really stepped up. I give Jamarcus Lawrence a ton of credit for going out there. He didn't take a shot, but he had a huge impact on that win with his defensive intensity. Denham Dawson, once again, terrific. It was good to see him out there being aggressive on the offensive end. I'm going to give a shout out to Denham's dad. Denham's dad he was a Special Forces Marine, and he came and spoke to our team yesterday and was unbelievable in the message that he gave our guys and talked to them about leadership and accountability and togetherness. And, in his world, he talked about the parallels in what we do and what he does. But as he leads grown men into combat, in his world, if you mess up, it's life and death. In our world, it's wins and losses. But he gave a great message to our players yesterday. And, I honestly think, the togetherness that he talked about, this team, I've talked a lot about it, how much chemistry they've built with each other. But to get that message from a guy, that was in a lot of battles in life and death situations, I thought was very important for our guys to hear.
On that note, this is the second game in a row where big leads have gotten trimmed down, and you guys found a way to regain control kind of on the fly. I guess, how important is that to see that this early in the season, and especially with what lies ahead with the rest of the schedule?
Yeah, I thought we did a lot of really good things to get that lead up to 17 in the first half, and then I thought we got a little sped up. We attacked a couple times into a crowd when it wasn't there. Once we started coming up and playing off of 2 feet and making simple plays, we had very productive possessions. But that one stretch where we got a little sped up, we had a couple turnovers in that stretch as well. That's what got Omaha out in transition, for layups and also for threes. That's a good team. They went and battled Kansas. That the score of that game was not indicative of that of the game. That was a 7-point game with 15 minutes to go, and they had a chance to cut it to 5 on back-to-back possessions. So that's a really good basketball team. It's well coached. So I'm proud of our guys for going out there. And again, I thought the physicality that our team played with, was the thing that I'm most happy with, because you have to have that. You can't back down when teams go on runs. We kept the physicality, and eventually we took the lid off the basket.
What do you think the difference was for Blaze tonight?
You know what? He got us off to a good start. Got an early basket. I thought he really rebounded. He had really good pop out there, and it's just I'm happy for him. Blaze is a guy that's put in a ton of work for us. He's very selfless. He's not a guy that's down there demanding, hollering for the ball. We ran a good ATO play for him to throw the ball over the top on an overload when they fronted. But he's a screen setter. Does a lot of dirty work. Took a charge again tonight. He's by far the leader in our team in that category. So just does a lot of little things for us. But I thought Blaze's, again, his physicality really set the tone for our team tonight.
What happened to Jawan? And I guess with him out, you call on some other guys, as you mentioned. You had Dedham and Jamarcus out there at the same time, and just how that can help them.
Yeah, Jawan's, it's a shoulder injury. You can see every night he's got it wrapped. He tapes it every day in practice, and, it just got jammed a little bit. So he could have gone back in, but we thought the smart thing was to hold him out, especially if we kept the lead like we did. And I thought that Jamarcus and Denham were both giving us great minutes out there. So it was good we were able to do it without him. You just look at this team, and, I know we talked a lot at the beginning of the season how on different games, it's going to be somebody different every night. You look at 3 guys with Casey, Wilhelm, and Jawan, combined for over 40 points in the first game, and I don't think they scored tonight. So, to be able to go to the well with other guys. That's just what this team is built on. It's what it's all about. You're not going to see the same guy lead this team in scoring on a nightly basis. But, you know, you have to have that. You have to accept that as a group, and you got to be okay with it. And, you know, that's, I think, what this group's all about.
Earlier this week, you expressed full confidence that CJ was going to get it going offensively. Obviously, happened right away tonight. How important is that for you guys offensively to have that perimeter threat, or at least another perimeter threat to operate at that level?
Yeah, it's important. And again, I give CJ and Emmanuel both a lot of credit for coming out and hitting shots for us. When you can hit shots against that type of pressure, you know, it's gonna loosen things up as the game goes on. But yeah, CJ, you know, all these guys, they're constantly in this gym. And, you know, CJ, I know, wasn't happy the way he shot the ball in the last one, but, you know, I'm telling you, the guy puts the work in, and it's great to see that hard work pay off. You know, to go out there, he's, you know, spent a lot of time before shoot around today. I thought he did a little too much, to be honest with you, when he started shaking his arm after shooting around the horn about 4 or 5 straight times. But then he did it again at pregame meal, and, you know, he gets a good lather up before the game. So he's just a machine the way he works. But again, it's not just CJ; it's our whole team. It's what they're built on, getting extra work in, and like I said, it's good to see that hard work pay off.
Rebounds is one way you can measure physicality. What else do you look for when you say you guys play physical? What is that?
Yeah, just you know, Warren cuts. You know, following a game plan. You know, withstanding runs. That's a sign of toughness. You know, I thought overall our guys were really connected, communicating. That's toughness, mental toughness. Out there, but you know, again, I thought our guys from start to finish showed great physicality in this game.
How does that? They got in a bunch of foul trouble on their end. How does your guys' physicality play into that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the way they were playing us, picking us up full court. You know, our best offense was to try to draw contact. We got in the bonus, I think, over 10 minutes to go in both halves. And I thought our guys did a good job of understanding, recognizing, and absorbing contact. So I thought both ends we played with physicality. You have to when you're facing that type of pressure, and we're going to see it again on Thursday against St. John's.
Free throw shooting is kind of a thing where it's, you either make them or you don't. It's not that complicated. But how can you guys improve that?
Yeah, just keep working on it, Jimmy. I mean, that's something that every day we're gonna continue to work on our free throw shooting. And we get there 31 times. That's a great number. But we got to make more than 18 of them. And you know, I think a couple 1-and-1s in there as well. So we make those free throws. It's, you know, it's a different story. It doesn't come down to the last 5 minutes. But you know, again, even though we missed them, I thought we still got back and guarded on the other end.
Anything else for Coach? When the opponent is face guarding Casey, what does he have to do to be more effective?
Yeah, you know, they did a good job. They obviously coming into this game, they were trying to take Casey, and you know, I thought they really chased and tried to get physical with CJ as well. You know, we were thankful that we were able to free him up a little bit with some different actions, and I thought he got free in transition. I thought we had some really good movement possessions in the second half. But you know, just keep going after it. If he keeps cutting hard, keeps cutting with force and purpose, eventually he's going to free up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
All right, thanks, guys.